Hello, everyone. My name is James Carlassare, and this is my Odyssey plan. For my Odyssey plan, I am doing a combination of Life 1 and 3. Life 1 is my current life, which is I'm currently a team lead in my operations role at my investment firm. And Life 3 is to study for the CFA, get the Chartered Financial License certificate, and then eventually become a portfolio manager. That is my dream job. So the combination of the two is continue doing what I'm doing, and then once upon graduation, to start the process of obtaining my CFA. Um, for critical thinking, um, after reviewing all the fallacies and biases, I knew there was quite a few of them, and after looking over the list, I never realized how many there were. But then after going through the material, I better understood how to how like cognitive biases affect our decision making in our workplace and like as being managers. And I'm a pretty optimistic person, and I never realized how much optimism affects our biases, and it can effectively uh, tilt the balance and our biasy blind spot. So that was something I took to heart, and I'm looking to work on just for myself in the future. For strengths in leadership, I had for my strengths, my top two were analytical and deliberative. Analytical being able to think about factors or moves that affect the situation or task ahead. And deliberative is anticipating obstacles and taking extra care or being cautious in making decisions or choices, and always thinking about the pros and cons before making these decisions. And this kind of makes sense. Like growing up, I was always like a big fan of like playing chess, being very strategical, playing like strategic board games, just very analytical thinking, trying to be a few steps ahead of my opponent. So I felt like this was not a surprise as being my strengths. Um, and I think these can benefit me going forward. If I get into money manager, it would be wise to constantly weigh the pros and cons and really try to make the best decisions for my clients if I'm handling their money to be a fiduciary and use the utmost care. Some of my weaknesses are I'm not a very vocal or outspoken person. I prefer one-on-one speaking and not really in a group or team setting unless necessary. So that is one thing I'm looking to round out on my flat size is to work on my communications and my ability to take charge on the more people skills needed for my current role. For personal branding, um, your personal branding is simply what people perceive you through LinkedIn and throughout the course of just talking to your classmates, my group advisory team through discussions, and colleagues and friends. I've just built a relationship, and how they perceived me yeah, is how I built my personal brand. It's a continuous process. It will constantly be building and shaping throughout my entire life through meeting new people, experiences, jobs, and it will just continuously be growing. For the week 5 assignment, it allowed me to reflect that there isn't really a single written out path. It's not as simple as like going A to B, and sometimes you have to constantly change or adapt to your environment, and sometimes have to just adjust and just take everything as you're given. So it made me realize I shouldn't just stick to one plan, and I should just do a combination of like life 1 and 3, which I am doing now in this Odyssey plan. So to wrap it up, the call of action, some good practices to execute my Odyssey plan is to have a work-life balance and leave room for fun and family, especially. It's important to be dedicated to work, and it's important to have like a regimented study schedule, which I'll be having once I'm studying for the CFA. But it's also important to enjoy days off, like, enjoy a round of golf, which I do enjoy, spend time with family, or um, taking a vacation here or there, going for a bike ride, or etc. It's important to be passionate about um, your Odyssey plan in your life, but it's also important to not burn yourself out. And I think that is a good practice to live by. And this is my Odyssey plan, and thank you for watching.